together for this scholarship application. The first one is definitely your degree certificate. If you have your degree certificate, you have to get it certified. I advise you certify it, which your Ministry of Education, your country, and your foreign ministry. Then the second document is your degree transcript. You can also certify this with your Ministry of Education and Foreign Affairs Ministry, or whatever institution is responsible for that, because it makes it more authentic. Then the other document you need for this application is the application form itself. That has its own application form. So you have to fill this application form and submit it through the portal. So you need that too. Then you also need a CV. A CV explains where you've been, of course, your education and your experience, So they need to see what you've been doing, after you graduated, or if you're a student, what you've been doing till this point. So that is it. Then you also need a motivation letter. You have to write a motivation letter. You're going to apply for the scholarship and you're going to apply for specific master's courses, master's programs. So this scholarship actually gives you the chance to apply for 2 master's programs. That means if you're applying for 2 master's programs, you need a single motivation letter. And this motivation letter, you have to explain why you're applying for these master's programs. So you have to prioritize the master's program. You have to explain why you're prioritizing a particular master's program over another. Why you're choosing why you're placing this master's program as your first choice over the other. So you have to explain it. So you need a motivation letter. Then the other document you need definitely is a reference letter. If you're a student, you can get that from your university professor, or if you're working, you can get it from your workplace, from your boss. They can write it for you. It has to be written on a letterhead. It has to be printed and signed, and you can scan it as well. So then the other document you need, it's a confirmation letter. It's a kind of letter confirming your work experience. And your work experience doesn't necessarily need to be a paid employment. It could be volunteerism. What groups have you been volunteering? How have you been serving your community? So they need a letter from an institution that you've been volunteering with, or you've been working with, or an NGO you've been working with, or an NGO you've been volunteering with. So they need a reference letter, a confirmation letter. This also has to be written on the letterhead, printed, signed, and you can scan it later. But they need that to confirm what you've been doing. The last but not the least, it's a recent language certificate. You need a language certificate.